Grandpa lost 10 trillion playing Mahjong with the King of Hell. In a fit of rage, he summoned 1,000,000 ghost soldiers and marched on Fengdu City. But just as he took the throne, he couldn't pay their wages. So, Grandpa had no choice but to haunt my dreams every night, begging me to burn paper money.
Kid, how many times have I haunted your dreams now? I told you, I'm broken fighting. Why haven't you sent the money?
I'm not even fully awake yet. I can't send it if I'm asleep. Can I?
How can you even sleep? Grandpa hasn't paid the troops for a month. If I don't pay soon, they'll rebel against me.
Grandpa, maybe you should just die again and reincarnate early. Next life, try to be born into my family. I'll be your dad and spoil you rotten. Grandpa kicked me hard, but I felt no pain.
If I die again, my soul will scatter. If you don't send money soon, Grandpa will send someone up there to teach you. If that doesn't work, Grandpa will bring you down here for a hands-on lesson.
Hearing this, my body shuddered violently. Ha ha ha. Take me? What did I ever do to you, Grandpa?
If I don't see the money tomorrow, I'm definitely bringing you down.
You're really my own flesh and blood, Grandpa.
Now scram if you're done. Grandpa's got a war to fight to create a better life for you.
The next second, I jolted awake and rushed to the paper-burning shop, terrified of being late and Grandpa taking me away. Boss, a few stacks of hell notes, 100 billion denomination each.
Young man, you've been here 20 days this month. Trying to open your own paper-burning shop?
Don't even ask. Lately, I keep dreaming of my grandpa asking for paper money. I've burned hundreds of billions, still not enough. Hearing I'm not opening a shop, the boss sighed in relief.
Ha, maybe the old man got hooked on gambling down there. This burning isn't solving the problem. Why not burn him a money printing press?
My eyes lit up. Whoa, there's such a thing.
Burn him a press. He can print whatever he wants.
Bro, you're a genius. Give me 3. I paid and got 3 money printing presses. I went straight to Grandpa's grave and burned them without hesitation. Grandpa, sent you the printing presses. Print your own money from now on. Stop haunting my dreams. With everything settled, I returned home. Just as I was about to get some good sleep, Grandpa, you're going too far. 3 printing presses, and you still can't make ends meet?
My good grandson, you're a lifesaver. Grandpa's rolling in cash now, about to storm the King of Hell's palace.
Then why are you still haunting my dreams?
Not short on cash, but short on weapons. Find a paper craftsman. Make me some planes and cannons to burn over.
Grandpa, you think I'm a wishing well turtle? I spend all my money on Joss paper every month. How can I afford paper offerings?
Didn't Gega leave you a huge deposit before? You unfilial son, how could you squander it like this? That 500,000 you left was all swindled away by my ex-girlfriend. Cry, 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 that's all you know how to do.
Can I even cry? Let a man cry. Crying is not a crime.
Stop howling. How dare they bully my grandson like this? Grandpa will teach her a lesson for you.
Grandpa, you're the best. Even after passing, I can still rely on you.
Grandson, your grandpa is planning a big move from down below.
A big move? Grandpa, are you really going to overthrow the underworld and become the king of hell?
Sigh. Grandson, the world after death is actually a real scam. What 18 levels of hell? It's all just an assembly line. I just can't take it anymore.
If you want to reincarnate, you have to pay up.
Otherwise, you have to work for 100 years and then enter lottery.
So you started a rebellion?
Exactly. Now we've already taken half of the underworld. Asking you to burn money was just to recruit soldiers and strengthen our forces.
With these 3 money printing machines, how much do you need? Old man, just print it yourself.
Not enough. What we lack now are weapons. Hurry and find paper offerings to send me weapons.
Grandpa, your grandson is a broke ghost now. Where would I get the money?
That's simple. The city's richest old man just joined my team yesterday. I'll have him send a dream to his granddaughter to give you money.
Grandpa, does the world's richest man want to overthrow the underworld with you?
Not really. After he passed, his son didn't believe in this stuff. So they don't burn money for him, only send flowers. He was forced to set up a flower stall in the underworld every day. Might as well have him marry his granddaughter to you. That sounds great.
Grandson, waiting for your good news.
This is a life-saving treasure. Just smash it whenever you're in trouble. And Grandpa will come out to help you.
With your protection, I'm sure things will go twice as smoothly. The next morning, I woke up and went to the company, but who would have thought? From afar, I saw a luxury car parked at the company entrance. Holy crap, where did this tycoon come from?
Brother Shing, you still don't know? Our company was acquired by the Liu family, the city's richest.
This female, must have been sent a dream by the richest man. She wants to buy the company and give it to me. Grandpa is really a man of action. I hummed a tune as I walked into the company, but just as I entered, I saw a beautiful figure.
Miss, it's him. He's Xing Lin.
Oomph.
Arrest him.
My eyes widened, but before I could resist, I was subdued, dragged to the CEO's office.
I'm Lu Rien. I believe you know who I am.
Know you? My future wife? How could I not? Lu Rien's pretty face turned cold. She sized me up with a hint of disdain.
Last night, my grandfather visited me in a dream. He was beaten black and blue. Said he's almost lower than a dog in the underworld. I suppose that was your doing?
Holy crap. Grandpa, we agreed to talk. Why did you beat him up? I gave an awkward laugh, unsure how to explain.
My dad can't control me, let alone my grandpa, kid. You've miscalculated.
No, it's not like that. It's all a misunderstanding.
A misunderstanding. But you seem capable. My grandpa said you're short on cash. I happen to have a job. $1 million when it's done.
Hearing $1 million, my eyes went wide. My head nodded uncontrollably. What is it? I'll definitely solve it for you.
I bought a stalled building project. But during construction, we keep running into weird stuff. Need you to fix it. Once it's done, the $100 million is yours.
No problem. Just a stalled building, right? I agreed without a second thought. But before I could get the details, security dragged me out. What kind of person is that? I stood up gracefully from the ground and spotted a newspaper. The headline read, "This stalled building was a murder scene. Robbers brought a victim here, causing her to this little darling. This woman really wants me dead." I shakily looked at the building, saw a broken wooden sword inside. Then, weird music started playing inside. Whoa, this defies science. I started having second thoughts. But for that $1 million, I mustered my courage and went in. Holy crap, still kind of scared. Guess I'm spending the night here. Whoa, hey everyone, no offense meant. My grandpa's name is Shungfeng. He's got some pull down there. Any issues, take it up with him. That good person keeps calling me.
You all deserve to disappear.
Ma'am, calm down. If you kill me, my grandpa won't let it slide in the underworld.
I'm not going to the underworld. I'm staying right here in the land of the living. Screw it.
Sweetie, you asked for it. Come on out. Oops, slipped my tongue. Come on out, Grandpa.
So particular, listening to a bang before kicking the bucket. Go on, get lost.
Suanzi, your grandpa's here.
Grandpa looks at the female ghost, sizing her up. Where'd this little ghost come from? The female ghost sees my grandpa appear. A red glow instantly emanates from her body. Grandpa sees this, immediately takes 2 steps back, turns and runs.
Damn, what a fierce ghost. My imagination can't handle this. Sis, I said it's all a misunderstanding, believe me?
Misunderstanding? I think you're really asking for death. I don't want anything anymore. Today I just want you dead.
No, big sis. No, you should still suck my yang energy. I'm in good health, still a young man.
Dream on. Prepare to die.
The female ghost lunges at me, just as she's about to succeed. Grandpa actually appears again.
Evil creature, stop.
What are you to tell me to stop?
Grandpa sneers. The next second, 2 ghost officers appear beside him.
How about us then?
The female ghost is startled by the sudden ghost officers, turns to flee but is tightly bound by the ghost officers' ropes. Seeing this, Grandpa quickly hands over a wad of spirit money.
Brothers, you've worked hard. Go back, have some tea, take a bath. What are you saying? We're all family. Call me next time there's such good business. This is your grandson, right? When I get a chance, I'll sneakily add 2 years to his lifespan.
Saying this, Grandpa pulls out another wad and stuffs it into their hands. Looking at the humiliated ghost, I immediately step forward and slap her. Little ghost, you still dare scare me? Know your mistake now? Your young master has connections in the underworld too.
You bastard. Just you wait. My man won't let you off.
Scare me to death. Hurry up and call them out. Buy one, get one free. 2 big brothers. Make sure to teach them a lesson down there. I'll burn you spirit money.
Easy, easy. You get us more foreign currency. We two brothers are easy to talk to.
With that, the two take the female ghost and leave the unfinished building. Grandpa, your connections are amazing.
Amazing, but built with money. Who'd do things for you without payment? Hurry up and burn me some gear. Better burn yellow paper for me. When your grandpa expands his influence, I'll be the one calling the shots in the underworld.
All right, I'll come find you in advance then.
Don't talk like that here. Anyway, what are you doing here in the dead of night?
I told him everything Lu Ruyin asked me to do. Grandpa was so angry he almost died again. Lu Ruyin, watching from afar, put down his binoculars.
Shenglin actually has some skills.
That night, after returning, Lu Ruyin had a dream. In the dream, his grandpa was beaten black and blue, begging through tears.
Son girl, just marry him. His grandpa is too fierce. And his connections are solid. All 8 generations of our ancestors got a beating. Just marry him.
Grandpa, I will never marry him. Since they bully you, I'll bully his son's son in the mortal world.
Don't! That man is too rich. He'll soon recruit an army and conquer the entire underworld. Then moving around the mortal world won't be a problem. If you offend him too much, you'll suffer too.
Why should he be rich? His son's son is just a lowly worker.
His son's fate is aligned. Normal people have to go through the bank to burn spirit money first. So we don't get much shang. But whatever his son burns, he gets directly.
After figuring it out, Lu Ruyin nodded thoughtfully.
Son girl, do you agree? I want him to burn money for you too. So you'll have money to deal with his grandpa. Good idea. Early the next morning,
Lu Ruyin tried to kidnap me, to make me burn money for him, but I'd already fled back to my hometown overnight. I took the weapon models to the village's paper effigy shop, and asked them to make a 1:1 replica.
Buddy, you think I'm a machine? A 1:1 replica? Are you crazy? Or am I?
Smaller size is fine, but the proportions must be consistent.
Can't do it. Too hard. Unless you pay extra. I'll use a 3D printer to make it for you.
You can even make that stuff? Great. Of course, gotta keep up with the times.
But most people use that thing to print wives. First time I've seen someone print weapons.
I'll pay extra. Hurry up. I need guns and cannons printed tonight. Planes and tanks can be slower. As you wish. I took the weapons the boss gave me back home. Threw all the paper effigies into the fire. Thick smoke rose, forming a huge vortex.
Son, you're still the best. So much good stuff. I can take over a big chunk of territory.
Grandpa, is this enough for you? If not, I can buy more. Enough.
My comrades have freed me from the 18th floor assembly line. With this gear, those old-timers wielding swords and clubs should get a taste of modern weaponry.
Grandpa, the fighter jets and tanks will be ready tomorrow. I'll send them over. They'll look impressive.
Forget the jets. You can send a few nukes. Those are more practical.
Okay, but the next morning, the courtyard was full of bodyguards.
You're moving fast, kid. But don't think you can escape me.
Miss me after a few days? Who's your wife? I'm about to teach you a lesson. Wife, wait. Let's talk.
Tie him up.
Before I could resist, I was bound. By noon, a truck dumped a full load of Joss paper in the yard. By noon. What's this for?
Humph. You're good at burning money, right? Now I'll make you burn it for my grandpa.
Burn money for my father-in-law's dad? Let me explain. Lu Ruyin was instantly furious. She stomped her feet in anger.
Shenglin, if you keep spouting nonsense, I'll tear your mouth apart.
Just kidding, but it's only a matter of time. How should I burn it for your grandpa? Only family can make the transfer. Otherwise, it won't go through. Hearing this, the man dressed as a Taoist priest nodded.
He said, Miss. What he says is true.
What should we do? Can't we burn it then?
Miss, you need to get a marriage certificate. Otherwise, you're not qualified.
Lu Ruyin frowned and sighed. She made a decision. 2 hours later, we stood at the Civil Affairs Bureau with our marriage certificate.
Don't get too happy. Right now, you're just fish on the chopping block.
You're right, wife. I'll go burn money for my father-in-law's dad now. Hearing me say this, Lu Ruyin was overjoyed.
You agreed so quickly? You're not planning something, are you?
Of course not. Besides, isn't the Taoist priest you hired here too? At night, the mountain of joss paper in the yard burned.
Master, will the money really reach my grandpa?
Absolutely. No problem. But the incense tonight is too strong. Evil spirits might cause trouble. But I'm here.
No problem at all. Right after he finished speaking, a blood-red moon suddenly rose in the sky. Then a sedan chair descended from the sky. Holy crap, a natural red moon. Weird spirits carrying a coffin. This is only the pomp of a ghost king. How do we attract this thing? He doesn't even need joss paper anyway. Hearing this, Lu Ruyin collapsed to the ground, terrified out of his wits.
What do we do now?
Don't worry. I'm about to show you what I'm made of.
The next second, the Taoist priest took off and ran away as fast as he could. Where'd you dig up this Taoist? Is he a jock switching careers? Now look what you've done. You've got me into deep trouble. Lu Ruyin was too scared to even speak. The next second, the sedan chair landed. I steadied my nerves and walked up to it. I don't know which honorable deity has graced us with their presence. If you're short on money, just tell me. I'll burn it for you.
You're pretty sensible, kid. But money isn't what I want.
Then what do you want? What can I burn for you?
I want a wife.
That's easy. The female CEO. Come on, just settle for her, okay?
What are you talking about? I'm your wife. You're just giving me away to someone else?
So you finally admit you're my wife now?
We even got our marriage license. You won't abandon me, right? Right, honey?
Looking at her pale face, I stopped teasing her. I turned around to face the Ghost King. Lord Ghost King, my wife doesn't want to go with you. I'll just burn you a bunch of brides instead. Lots of them.
I want the newlywed wife that just got married.
What the hell? You're here for me? You came after me right after I got married? Are you out of your mind?
You killed my wife last night. I'm here to avenge her today.
Hearing this, my body trembled. I never thought that this Ghost King was the husband of that female ghost from yesterday. So he wants to drain my yang energy. Bro, he's trying to cuckold you. He's not a good guy at all.
We're ghosts. Absorbing yang energy is normal for us.
Wait a minute. Your wife was captured and taken to the underworld, but she's not dead yet.
Being captured is worse than death.
But she can be rescued from there. Besides, my grandpa had a lot of powerful connections in the underworld.
Who exactly is your grandpa?
Look, all this joss paper is burned for my grandpa. He's loaded. He's got connections everywhere. He can definitely help. Look, all this joss paper is for my grandpa. The Ghost King nodded thoughtfully and looked at me.
You're right. If you really help me pull this off, we'll be brothers.
I threw the joss paper into the pit, kept muttering about Oxhead and Horseface, the underworld guards. Sure enough, the next second, the two of them crawled out from inside. But when they saw the Ghost King, their faces immediately changed. Brothers, the one you arrested yesterday is his wife. Could you guys do us a favor? Let him out.
That's a bit tricky. She's already been sent to our superior.
No problem, no problem. I'll send my wife to get the money. I signaled Lu Yin to go inside to get the money. Pretty soon, she walked out carrying 2 boxes of joss paper money. All the money in here is for greasing the wheels. Whatever is left is your guys' tip for the trouble.
This is just this once. Don't let it happen again.
The two left with the money, and sure enough, not long after, the female ghost was brought back.
You got good connections, little bro. From now on, I got your back around here.
No problem, big brother. My grandpa is planning a rebellion. Can you help round up some little ghosts?
Sure thing. Wait for my good news.
After the matter was settled, Lu Ruyin plopped down on the ground. But before she could even catch her breath, the Ghost King actually came back again.
I got 1 million lost souls here. Is that enough, little brother?
Your efficiency is incredible. Where'd you get all these?
I was a general back in the day. I was betrayed and killed, along with 1 million of my soldiers. If Grandpa wants them, he can take all of them.
I thanked the Ghost King, then quickly smashed the Pokeball, and let Grandpa out.
Son boy, Grandpa is here. What trouble did you get into this time?
Grandpa suddenly appeared, with a group of bodyguards right behind him. But the next second, he saw the Ghost King and the 1 million lost souls.
Son boy, you fend for yourself first. Grandpa has some business in the underworld.
Grandpa, don't run. This is someone I acknowledged as big brother. You really are something, kid. I explained the whole situation to him. After that, Grandpa excitedly looked at the 1 million lost souls behind him.
You can take all these 1 million lost souls. Consider it my investment. Okay, once I take over the underworld, I'll give you a piece of land to run. Second brother, this is my grandpa. Let me pay my respects to you.
Then the Ghost King led the lost souls out of the courtyard. But Grandpa didn't leave with him. Kid, why didn't you burn any equipment today? Also, your father-in-law suddenly got rich out of nowhere today. I just went and seized all his money.
What did you say? You mean son's wife, right?
Don't worry, that money counts as an investment. Once I take over the underworld, I'll cross both your name and my grandson's name off the book.
I don't want to live as an immortal old hag.
You don't get it. Your looks will stay frozen just the way they are now. You'll stay young forever.
Lu Rien immediately burst into excited laughter. Nothing's even certain yet, though.
Looks like he's not willing. Coincidentally, my old buddies are all wealthy. They all want to marry their daughters off to you.
As soon as the words were out, Lu Rien immediately panicked. She dragged me into the house.
No way. Shang Lin is my wife.
What are you doing? Cook the rice before it's ready. That way, he can't go back on his word. A year later, my grandfather successfully took over the underworld as he wished. He removed our names from the book of life and death. In the days to come, my wife and I will never age. We can fully enjoy the splendors of this mortal world. Ever since Grandpa became the local emperor in the underworld, my life in the mortal realm has been more comfortable than a god's. Every day, aside from counting money, I just accompany Ruyen shopping. Just then, as I was about to take Ruyen to a private island for vacation, Grandpa's dream message suddenly hit my mind like a death warrant. It drilled right into my forehead.
Grandson, stop sleeping.
Get up and save me.
Grandpa is about to be killed by those money printing machines. In the dream, Grandpa was so anxious he jumped 3 feet high on the spot.
He even cracked several pieces of the underworld's white jade floor. The black smoke rising from his head almost formed the character for worry. Ah, Grandpa, didn't I burn 3 money printing machines for you? With money, shouldn't you be living large in the underworld?
It's precisely because there's too much money. A 5-cent flatbread costs 500 billion in the underworld now. Ghosts need trucks to haul their spirit money when they go out to collect wages. Everyone is about to revolt. The higher-ups sent an auditor to investigate me. They say I've disrupted the financial order of the underworld. They want to arrest me and make me sit on the tiger bench.
As soon as he finished speaking, just as I was about to comfort Grandpa, the living room floor suddenly cracked with a crunch, splitting open into a large black hole. As soon as the words were out, a tall, thin ghost in a black suit with a deathly pale face, wearing round-framed sunglasses, slowly emerged.
Family of Xingfeng, is it? Due to your illegal issuance of a massive amount of currency, which caused hyperinflation in the underworld, I now, on behalf of the Underworld General Bureau, hereby confiscate all your mansions and deposits in the mortal realm. All will be seized for public use.
On what grounds? That's the empire my grandfather built. You're just a lousy wage slave. How dare you just take it?
Ruyen was so angry that veins bulged on her forehead. She grabbed a vase and was about to throw it. At that moment, the auditor snorted coldly. He pulled out a golden abacus from his briefcase, clicking the beads loudly. Shocked, Ruyen stumbles back 3 steps.
As the Imperial Envoy sent by the General Bureau of the Underworld, I'm not just here to take back this house. I'm also going to arrest you, an accomplice, for interrogation.
Calm down, sir. It's just inflation. What's the big deal? I'll immediately pay the back taxes to the underworld. I guarantee you'll be satisfied. I turn around and rush into the study. Grab the modern economics textbook left over from my postgraduate entrance exam. Then quickly grab a few paper-made gold brick models. Right at this moment, I throw all these treasures straight into the fire pit. Catch this, Grandpa. This is our finance and our weapon. Made specifically to deal with those country bumpkins who've never seen anything good. The auditor watches Sheng Lin burn the book. He sneers with a face full of disdain. But the next second, the communication talisman in his pocket suddenly goes crazy like it's been shocked. It starts vibrating wildly, and when he answers it, his eyes almost pop out of his head from fright. He freezes completely in place, stiff as a wooden post. Just as the auditor is about to pull out his handcuffs to arrest people, the roar of the director of the Underworld General Bureau blows straight out from the communication talisman. So powerful that the chandelier on the ceiling shakes 3 times.
Director, what? That economics book from Lord Shang is a divine book?
At this point, the director on the other end of the talisman is so excited he can barely speak straight. Shengfeng used macroeconomic regulation to not only stabilize prices, but also got the underworld to issue national bonds. Now every ghost in the underworld is scrambling to deposit money. Lord Sheng has already become the honorary governor of the Underworld Bank.
Oh my god, young Master Shang. I was blind and didn't recognize your greatness. What I did just now was just a joke with you. Just let me go like I'm a fart, okay?
As he says this, the auditor starts slapping himself wildly across the face. Loud sharp smacks ring out one after another. In the end, he turns into a wisp of green smoke and crawls back into the crack in the ground. Just then, the villa gate suddenly gets blasted open with a crash. A sports car, covered in gold paint, crashes recklessly and stops right in the yard.
Lurian, you will sign the transfer contract for this piece of land whether you want to or not. I have a master backing me and giving me guidance. No one can stop me today.
That Wang Batian puffs out his overinflated beer belly. The big gold chain around his neck is thicker than a thumb. He stomps his feet the second he walks in, cracking several lawn tiles.
Wang Batian, don't push people too far. This land is the foundation of our Lu family. This is plain robbery.
So what if it's robbery? That dead old ghost grandpa of yours can even climb out his iron and hit me? Bodyguards, get him! Several black-clad bodyguards cracked their knuckles and close in. He clenched his fist so tight that his knuckles cracked.
At this moment, Sheng Lin snickers. He pulls a special paper-made walkie-talkie out of his pocket and lights it on the spot. He pulls a special paper-made walkie-talkie out of his pocket, lights it right up and says, "Old Wong, you've walked yourself into a dead end in this world. Brother Ox, Brother Horse, someone here in the living world won't pay out what he owes. And they even want to humiliate our grandpa. You guys handle this." Right when the bodyguard's fist is only 1 centimeter away from Sheng Lin's nose, the sky suddenly darkens. A bolt of red lightning strikes right in the middle of the yard, so powerful that the whole earth shakes.
What's going on? How can it thunder out of nowhere in broad daylight?
Just then, 2 3-meter tall, tough guys slowly walk out of the fog. One has an ox head, and the other has a horse face. They're even wearing bulletproof vests, holding Gatling guns that glow blue. Wang Batian stares at these 2 monsters. He's so scared that his pupils practically blow out. His whole body goes limp and collapses on the ground like a pile of mud. The air in the yard freezes instantly. Wang Batian is so scared today. Semi-transparent, little soul flies out of the top of his head. Horseface just slaps it casually right back into his skull.
So it's you, kid, who wants to make Lord Shing's grandson's wife uncomfortable.
Oxhead says this while pulling the bolt of his Gatling gun and shoves the muzzle right against Wang Batian's forehead. The icy cold touch of the metal makes Wang Batian wet his pants instantly, leaving a puddle on the ground.
Spare me, great lord! Spare me, grandpa! I'll get out of here right now. I don't want this piece of land anymore. I'll even pay President Liu 1 billion more in compensation. 1 billion is just worthless paper in the living world. Go back and prepare plenty of ghost money and paper servants. And burn them to Lord Shing to apologize. Or we'll come to your bedside tell you ghost stories next night.
Wang Batian scrambles away on his hands and knees. Doesn't even take his golden sports car. Just then, the air in the middle of the yard twists. The figure of Grandpa, Sheng Feng, appears again. But this time, he's not wearing a suit. Instead, he's dressed in a majestic camouflage battle robe.
Grandson, stop messing with these small fries. Something big has happened at the boundary of the underworld. Those winged demons from the west are leading the charge. That guy called Sadian is leading millions of zombies to attack us.
Western demons? Isn't their underworld under our jurisdiction? How dare they come cross-border doing their thing here?
They're forcing us to see Fengdu City.
Yan was so furious that veins were popping out on his forehead. He stomped his foot so hard that a huge pit cracked open on the ground. Just then, Sheng Lin narrowed his eyes. A wicked grin tugged at the corner of his mouth. You can fly, huh? You can breathe fire, right? Don't panic, Grandpa. Since they don't play by the rules of the mythos, we'll teach them a lesson with science instead. I drove all night straight to the paper funerary shop at the edge of the village. The shop owner was just about to lock up when I grabbed him by the collar. The next second, I slapped down a thick stack of cash right on the counter. Hey boss, wake up. Pace me up the biggest Dongfeng express missile you can. Add a few nuclear warheads. I want a 1:1 scale replica. Stuff it full of the strongest dynamite you got.
Brother, are you trying to get the underworld ready for World War III? I've never taken an order like this in my whole paper shop.
While I was standing over the boss, hurrying him to finish, a shrill hymn suddenly boomed down from the sky. I looked up, and there was a group of little devils hovering over the villa, each holding a pitchfork. They all had pitch black wings. The leader grinned sinisterly at me and dove straight down. Right as those black-winged little devils were swooping down like a swarm of flies, getting ready to grab me. I grabbed the fire extinguisher next to me without thinking and sprayed it straight in the lead devil's face like crazy. Right then, the devil was covered head to face in white foam. He howled and crashed straight into a telephone pole. Little golden stars started spinning around his head. Even his wings twitched twice. God damn it. You dare run rampant on my turf. Boss, is the missile done yet? Light the fuse now. The paper shop owner was so scared that he just decided to go for it. He struck the match while trembling all over, his hands shaking like he was playing the cotton harp. Just at that moment, the huge 1:1 scale Dongfeng express missile model caught fire. With a billow of thick smoke, it vanished straight into the void. Haha.
You little punks, this thing kicks ass. Those winged devils hadn't even touched the ground yet when they got blown sky high by this big guy.
Just then, Grandpa's voice echoed out from the void, accompanied by a deafening explosion. Cut to another scene. On the border of the underworld, the demon leader named Sadian, all covered in dirt, climbed out of a dirt pit. His fancy red cape was blown to rags, nothing more than a beggar's outfit. Even one of the goat horns on his head snapped off. He was so enraged that he stomped his foot, cracking open a bottomless pit in the ground. And the steam billowing from his head formed a giant F-bomb.
That's not fair. They're using weapons of mass destruction. That's cheating. I call this agricultural technology advancement. Son, those guys are still kicking. They called for backup, saying they're assembling a divine alliance. Go get me some defensive gear, quick.
An alliance? Sounds like they're just trying to make up a mahjong table. Don't worry, Grandpa Kong. I'll go get you some high-altitude interception systems right now. I just calmed Grandpa down. when a cold laugh suddenly came from behind me. I turned around. Those little demons that were knocked out by the fire extinguisher had actually grown. Their bodies swelled up like inflatable balloons, bursting out of their clothes, revealing purplish blue muscles.
Shanglin, watch out.
They seem to have mutated. Mutated? More like overinflated. Rien, get back. Watch your husband perform some cross-border electroshock. I answer the phone. A man's voice, thick with the scent of red wine. Made my ears itch. Just then, those enlarged demons were about to pounce, but suddenly froze in place as if someone hit pause. Their bodies began to tremble violently, and then with a bang,
Mr. Sheng, don't be nervous. This is Hades. I'm very interested in those East Wind Express missiles you burned for Shingfeng. If you can burn 1,000 of them for me, I can take care of these little pests in front of you.
Oh, Lord Hades wants to get into an arms race too? But 1,000 missiles aren't cheap. What are you offering in return? I can get your wife an underworld insurance policy. Guarantees she stays disease-free and forever young in the mortal world. How about it? Hearing forever young. Rian's eyes instantly turned into stars. She grabbed my arm and shook it wildly, her smile brighter than a flower. At that moment, Grandpa's voice suddenly cut in, with a sour tone like old Shangshi vinegar.
Hades, you old dog, trying to poach from me? Son, don't listen to him. His place is so poor they don't even have spirit money, just worthless rocks. He just wants a free ride.
Grandpa, hold on. Lord Hades. I don't have 1,000 missiles, but I can burn you some underworld money printers. Let you achieve financial freedom too. What do you say? There was a 3-second silence on the other end, seemingly stunned by the proposal. Right at that moment, Hadisi actually let out a hearty laugh on the phone. He was long sick of counting rocks every day.
As a gesture of goodwill, I'll take care of those demons for you.
As soon as the words were spoken, several black, ghostly hands suddenly shot out from the ground beneath the little demons. They yanked them into the earth's cracks like little chicks. At that moment, the gloomy aura in the courtyard dissipated, and sunlight poured down again. Rien, looks like our business is really taking off. Even the underworld king from overseas is our client now.
Honey, does this mean we can monopolize the global underworld trade?
I looked up at the big wooden ship in the sky, completely dumbfounded. The underworld rebellion is still going on, and now even the birdmen from the heavens are joining the fun. Right then, the lead birdman spread 6 huge wings behind him. The resulting gust of wind almost blew the roof off my villa.
Shanglin, you've been smuggling competitive weapons to the underworld, severely disrupting the balance between planes. Now, in the name of heaven, I shall purify you.
With that, the birdman raised his golden greatsword and sent a beam of white light slashing down at me. Scared stiff, I scurried behind Ruyen like a scaredy cat. At this, Ruyen was so angry veins bulged on her forehead and neck.
Pointing at the sky, she yelled, "Purify my foot. Can't you see we're busy building a harmonious underworld? Honey, burn him if he wants evolution."
Let me ask my grandpa first. Brother Ox, Brother Horse, come greet our guest. I immediately burned a stack of paper-marked special forces. Right at that moment, Oxhead and Horseface emerged from the ground once more. This time, they were not only wearing bulletproof vests, but also carrying 2 miniguns glowing with blue light.
Hey, where'd this wild chicken come from? Nice feathers. Old Ox, this birdman's wings would be delicious roasted. Let's get Master Sheng a side dish.
Without another word, Oxhead and Horseface unleashed a torrent of fire at the wooden ship in the sky. At that moment, Gabriel dodged left and right under the intense barrage. His golden greatsword was even knocked away by bullets, making him shriek in rage. The steam rising from his head formed the word mad.
What kind of holy artifact is this? Why can it pierce my holy light defense?
Haha, that's called a Maxim gun, made for posers like you. Son, don't stop. Burn them some anti-aircraft guns too. I'm gonna turn all these birdmen into roast chicken.
Seeing the situation turn sour, Gabriel pulled out a pure white horn from his robe, ready to blow it. Right then, Shenglin noticed there's actually a line of Chinese characters engraved on that horn. Yiwu Manufacturing. Seeing that line of text, I almost spat out a mouthful of old blood. At that moment, Zhao Bailai was puffing out his cheeks, his face turning red with the effort, preparing to blow the legendary horn of doom. Just then, I rushed forward in a flash and gave him a swift kick in the rear. Stop! This thing's from Yiwu. $3 a pop. Blow all you want. The most you'll get is 2 tigers.
Nonsense. This is a sacred relic bestowed upon me by the Lord.
With that, Zhao Bailai blew with all his might, and then the horn actually emitted the cheerful tune of 2 tigers. The melody tinged with a thick electronic buzz. A deathly silence fell over the entire scene. Even the Oxhead and Horseface guards awkwardly lowered their machine guns.
So this is heaven's judgment? Quite childlike, isn't it?
Zhao Bailai flushed bright red with shame, his wings drooping down like a defeated rooster. Just then, the wooden boat behind him suddenly began to deflate, like a plastic bag with its mouth untied, and it wobbled unsteadily before crashing into the back mountain.
I knew Pinduoduo goods couldn't be trusted.
All right, stop crying. Since you're a victim too, I'll point you in the right direction. Want good stuff? Come to me. I've got paper-crafted aircraft carriers. They can not only fly, but also dive. Just $9.99 with free shipping. Hearing this, Gabriel's eyes instantly lit up like light bulbs. Just then, Grandpa's voice exploded in my ear again, sounding extremely urgent.
Son, stop peddling your wares over there. Satan's gone crazy. He's unleashed the Titan statues from the depths of hell too. Those things are hundreds of meters tall. They could flatten Fengdu City with a single step. Hundreds of meters tall.
Then our missiles might not be enough. I lowered my head in thought for a moment. Then my eyes suddenly lit up. I turned to look at Lu Ruyan. Honey, do you remember that giant construction excavator model? In our company warehouse. The one made for the ribbon-cutting ceremony? Hearing my words, Ruyan froze for a second, then slapped her thigh in realization. Just then, a violent tremor came from the distant horizon. A massive bluish-black stone statue with 9 heads was slowly crawling over the horizon. Each step it took triggered a minor earthquake. Boss, stop messing around. Quickly make me a paper-crafted version of that 20-meter-tall giant excavator from my warehouse. Use reinforced cardboard for the steel plates. The bucket teeth need the hardest cardboard. And install a powerful motor inside. The papercraft shop owner was completely numb by now. He deftly directed a few workers. I knocked this up in half an hour. A mighty blue sky excavator of light. Right now, I lit the campfire without hesitation. Grandpa, the strongest demolition team is here. Get ready. Who cares if it's a Titan or a stone statue? We'll tear it all to pieces. Smoke rises up. The scene cuts to the battlefield in the underworld. Sadian is sitting on the shoulder of the Titan stone statue, laughing maniacally, ordering the statue to ram the gate of Fengdu City. Just then, a huge, gleaming metallic excavator drops out of thin air and lands steadily in front of the city gate.
Well, what kind of monster is this? Why does it have a big hook? Ha, this is called an excavator. It's specially made for demolishing illegal constructions like yours, you brat. How do you operate this thing?
Grandpa, pull the left lever to dig, the right one to rotate. Just like that, hit it with a dragon swing tail. Grandpa sat in the excavator's cab, swinging the levers wildly. Right then, the huge bucket cut through the air and swung straight at the Titan stone statue's forehead. Just at that moment, the bucket hooked perfectly onto one of the statue's heads, gave a hard yank, and ripped the head right off. Oh, what a toe. The stone statue was left reeling and dizzy from the attack. Sadian fell right off its shoulder and landed flat on his face. The whole underworld army cheered at this. Grandpa operated the excavator, looking as imposing as a demolition office director.
Kid, this thing is way too useful. We can rely on it for all future expansion of the underworld.
Go, Grandpa. So are we going to next? Go demolish Sadian's lair? Just when I was about to keep crafting more equipment, Lu Ruyan, behind me, suddenly let out a scream. I turned my head and saw a golden tree had inexplicably appeared in the backyard, and an old man riding a blue ox was sitting under it, slowly stroking his white beard. His beard was so long, it almost dragged all the way to his feet, and a faint wisp of white smoke was curling above his head. Old man, who are you? This tree is on my property. You're trespassing illegally. Don't you believe I'll call the cops and arrest you? As I said that, I grabbed the broom beside me and stood in front of Ruyan to protect her. Just then, the old man chuckled, tapped the grass on the ground lightly with his deadwood cane, and colorful flowers bloomed instantly on the grass. And they even formed the Chinese character. It says, "Take it easy, don't panic."
I was passing by and saw a divine light shooting out from this tree. Came for a cup of tea. This tree of yours is extraordinary. That's a signal tower to the heavenly realm. It's also my temporary stop.
A signal tower? Are you a customer service rep from the heavens? Or a network cable repairman? The old man nearly choked on his breath. His beard bristled up to the tip of his nose. He stomped his feet, leaving a shallow dent. Right then, Grandpa's voice boomed from the void again. This time it sounded unusually respectful, even trembling a bit.
Son, kneel down. That's the ancestor, the underworld's express delivery. Too loud. It alerted the big shots above. This one's here to discuss cross-border cooperation, ancestor.
The heavenly realm wants business too? Do immortals lack gatlings? I tossed the broom and bowed 90 degrees on the spot, fast as a spring. Ruyan snapped to it, rushed inside, and brought out a steaming cup of the Hong Pao tea.
Ancestor, have some tea. My husband was just joking earlier. His brain shorts out often. Please don't hold it against him.
Young friend, the heavenly realm also faces material shortages. Those novel things you burn for the underworld. We want to share too. Especially that takeout thing. The immortals have been in seclusion too long, almost starved.
Wanting is fine, but ancestor, how will you pay? Heavenly mortals can't pay me with mortal coins, right? I can't spend those. He pulled a golden talisman from his sleeve, waving it in his hand.
If you can send up a heavenly takeout system, I'll give you this truth talisman that makes the dead speak and lets the living foresee fortune and disaster.
Xianglin was about to take the talisman when the backyard wall suddenly collapsed with a bang. A burly man with a full beard jumped in, wielding 2 huge axes. He shouted at the old man, "Old Lee, you can't hog this deal alone." Seeing the axe-wielding man jump the wall, I was completely stunned. Do the mortals these days all use the back door to descend? Right then, the man slammed his axes on the ground. The ground instantly cracked, shaking Ruyen. So hard her teacup did a ballet.
Old Lee, trying to monopolize? Sheng, don't listen to him. I'm the project manager of Heavenly Street's engineering department. I saw the excavator you burned for the underworld. Craftsmanship is rough. If you partner with me, I'll teach you how to make a paper tank that can fly to the heavens.
Lu Ban, that legendary carpenter master. Your axe doesn't look like it's for renovations.
Old Lu, you're a code violator. What are you doing here? Young friend Sheng is helping me with a livelihood issue.
The 2 old men were arguing fiercely in the backyard. Their beards were almost tangled, steam rising from their heads, forming a giant typewriter. Xianglin rubbed his temples. His head hurt worse than being hit by a missile.
Honey, how about we hold a bidding? Whoever offers the highest reward, we'll burn their offering first.
My wife is so smart. Ancestors, stop fighting. You can burn things, but I need an automated paper effigy factory. My hands are getting calluses from folding paper alone. Lu Ban pulled out an ancient book glowing cyan.
No problem. I'll give you the Divine 1000 machine blueprint. Just put in paper and bamboo, and it'll create an army by itself.
Then, Grandpa's voice chimed in again, sounding very excited.
Son, agree to it. I'm expanding the underworld commercial street, and I need this kind of automated line.
Deal, old Lu. Give me the factory plans. I'll burn you a solar-powered aerial scout tonight. You'll rule the skies. I just sent them off. When Ruyen tugged my sleeve, pointing at the bramble tree, Xianglin, why did the fruit suddenly turn black? I looked up. The golden fruit was now emitting black smoke. A cold laugh came from the trunk. A man in a black cloak slowly appeared, holding a rusty long scythe. He sneered at me, his voice like nails on glass.
Satan sends his regards. He's prepared a gift for you in the abyss. You'll see it soon.
I looked at the cloaked scythe wielder, thinking, Satan just won't quit. Can't win a fight, so he resorts to terror. Then the cloaked man swung his scythe. A black blade of light aimed for my neck. Holy crap, Ruyen dodged. I pulled Ruyen down to the ground. The cloaked man got sprayed with white powder all over his face. The scythe missed its mark. It sliced off a huge piece of the spirit tree's bark.
Damn mortal! You dare use such a despicable weapon?
This is called scientific epidemic prevention. Oxbro, Horsebro, there's an assassination attempt in the mortal realm. Get to work. I immediately burned 2 paper talismans marked with SWAT symbols. Just then, Oxhead and Horseface burst from the ground again. This time, they weren't holding machine guns. Instead, each carried a flashing, electric soul-hooking stun baton.
What wild demon is this? Wearing a black robe and trying to play the Grim Reaper? Old Ox. That side's not bad. Perfect for harvesting chives back in the underworld cafeteria.
Without a word, Oxhead and Horseface charged forward. They zapped the cloaked man with a barrage of shocks. Now, the cloaked man was sparking all over, his body convulsing wildly. A sizzling sound came from his mouth as he shook like a leaf. The steam rising from his head formed the character Fornum.
Lord Sadan won't let you get away with this. The zombie virus from the abyss of hell has already spread.
With that, the cloaked man's body exploded with a bang, turning into a cloud of black smoke. Grandpa Sher's voice suddenly turned grave.
Sunzi. That lunatic has poisoned the underworld's water supply. Half the little ghosts in the underworld have turned into zombie ghosts. They bite anyone they see. Even my bodyguards are struggling to hold them off.
Zombie ghosts. This plot is getting more and more absurd, Grandpa. What are they afraid of? They're not afraid of fire or blades. They fear sunlight. But where's the sun in the underworld? There is none. Then I'll make you a sun. Sheng Lin rushed to the paper effigy shop overnight. The shop owner was sleeping, drooling. Sheng Lin yanked him up by the collar. Pointing outside at a row of high-power UV searchlights, Sheng Lin shouted, "Boss, turn all of these into paper effigies for me. I'm turning the underworld into a city that never sleeps." The paper effigy shop owner looked at the searchlights I was pointing at and was completely dumbfounded. He rubbed his eyes, thinking, this customer is getting weirder and weirder. Just then, I slammed down a heavy gold brick. It was payment from our ancestor, Luban.
Brother, is this gold brick real? All right. If the money's right, I can even craft you a paper moon.
Stop talking and get to work. Add oversized paper batteries. Make them bright enough to blind a dog. The boss and a few workers toiled through the night, crafting dozens of giant paper searchlight effigies. At this moment, I lit the campfire without hesitation. The smoke rose straight into the sky like a giant dragon. Grandpa, catch this. The first underworld sunbathing event is now starting. Cutting back to the scene, outside Fengdu City in the underworld. Hordes of zombie ghosts are baring their fangs and brandishing their claws, charging at the city wall. The lead zombie ghost even uses his own head as a ball. Just at that moment, the sky suddenly lit up with dozens of huge white orbs, bright enough to turn the whole underworld into daylight.
Ow! My eyes, it's so bright and burning. I'm melting.
As soon as those zombie ghosts touch the bright light, white smoke starts rising from their bodies. They melt away quickly, just like ice cubes scalded by boiling water. At this time, Grandpa is standing on the city wall, wearing a pair of sunglasses, and fanning himself with a folding fan. He looks incredibly imposing.
Ha ha ha. Son boy, this thing works like a charm. All those zombie ghosts have turned to ash. That old guy Sadan is probably so mad he's wetting the bed right now.
Honey, we've done another great deed, haven't we?
Of course we have. But Grandpa, these searchlights use a ton of electricity. I'll go get some solar generators to burn for you. Just when everyone finally let out a sigh of relief, the golden tree in the backyard suddenly shook violently. At that moment, all the black fruits on the tree fell to the ground and transformed into one black portal after another. A man in a blue suit with a small mustache stepped out from the portal. He was holding a document in his hand and bowed elegantly to Sheng Lin.
Hello, Mr. Sheng. I am a lawyer from the Western Underworld Federation. Regarding your illegal use of high-tech weapons to interfere in transnational warfare, we are formally suing you.
I stared at this mustached lawyer in a suit, my mind completely blown. Nowadays, going to war in the underworld isn't just about fighting, it's also about fighting with lawsuits. Just then, the lawyer pushed up his glasses. A sinister cold light flashed across the lens.
Mr. Sun, according to Article 38 of the International Underworld Convention, you have transported non-magical lethal weapons to the battlefield, which seriously undermines the fairness of the war. Now please come with us to accept the trial at the Underworld Court.
Trial me? Just burning some lights is against the law. When you guys Sadan poisoned people, why didn't I see you come out to popularize the law back then? I was so angry that veins popped out on my forehead. I stomped so hard that I cracked a floor tile. At this moment, the lawyer pulled a silver gavel out of his chest and struck it against the empty air.
Mr. Sadan's actions are biochemical experiments. They fall under the academic category. But what you did is blatant smuggling.
Bullshit. This is typical double standards. Honey, don't waste your breath on him. Let Ox and Horse throw him out.
Just as Oxhead and Horseface were about to step forward, the lawyer suddenly pulled from his briefcase a piece of paper shimmering with golden light.
This is a transnational arrest warrant, co-signed by God and the King of Hell. How dare you defy orders? Nonsense. When the hell did I ever sign this thing? Suinzi, that's a forgery. Forging official documents.
Buddy, your professional skills are lacking. Ox Horse, this constitutes fraud. Arrest him first, beat him half to death, then send him to the 18th level of hell for some legal education. Oxhead and Horseface grinned, rubbing their hands as they closed in. Right then, the lawyer's expression suddenly changed drastically. His body began to rapidly expand, his suit bursting into shreds. He actually transformed into a 3-headed, 6-armed monster.
If the soft approach doesn't work, then we'll do it the hard way. Lord Shinglin Sadan said. As long as we capture you, the underworld will be his.
Holy crap. This lawyer can transform too? Quick, go get my specially crafted ghost-slaying peach wood sword. I looked at the sword in my hand, the one with the low battery sticker, and I was completely dumbfounded. The monster the lawyer had transformed into was lunging at me with all 6 arms outstretched. The stench was so foul it made my eyes roll back. Just then, a flash of inspiration hit me. I slapped my thigh, remembering the high-capacity power bank in my pocket. Ruyen, quick, bring me my fast-charging cable. This sword needs to be plugged in to unleash its ultimate move. Hurry! Ruyen frantically rummaged through her bag, found the cable, and plugged it into the hilt with a click. At that moment, the peach wood sword suddenly emitted a piercing electric crackle. The blade instantly glowed with a dazzling purple light. The shock made my hair stand on end like a porcupine.
You think a power bank can stop me? Do you take me for a clap on light? Prepare to die.
This is a 50,000 milliamp hours fast charger. Fry that son of a bitch. I raised the peachwood sword and delivered a sweeping strike at the monster. In the blink of an eye, a thick bolt of lightning erupted from the sword's tip, smashing directly into the monster's belly. The monster was sent spinning 360 degrees on the spot. Black smoke billowed from its body, and the steam from its head formed a giant character for pain.
Whoa, this thing hits harder than the underworld's heavenly tribulation lightning. Looks like we need to carry power banks for ghost catching from now on. Old ox, look, this lawyer's been fried to a crisp. Perfect for Grandpa to use as a barbecue grill.
The monster lawyer let out a final shriek and shrank back in human form, sneaking into a portal and fleeing for his life. Shunlin wiped the sweat off his brow. He plopped down on the sofa.
Suanzi did a great job. This electric sword is like a cross-dimensional marvel. I'll get one for Grandpa later, to use for chopping firewood in the underworld.
Grandpa, don't make things worse. This thing guzzles power. I need to find him a solar panel. Just got rid of the lawyer. Now Grandpa's giving me a new mission. That old geezer Sadan summoned a hellhound. I worked all night, dismantling the high-voltage power grid in the villa area that wasn't even live yet. Then I dragged the paper effigy shop owner along. We recreated over a dozen huge high-voltage dog-catching clamps. Right then, the boss stared at the electrician's manual in my hand. His eyes nearly popped out of his head.
Bro, your jobs are getting more and more professional. Last time you wanted missiles. This time it's dog-catching clamps. Is the underworld opening pet shops now?
Cut the chatter. This dog has 3 heads. Make the clamps bigger. Cover them with high-voltage danger signs. Pack them with the most powerful capacitors. If it doesn't fry, I'll eat my hat. The boss and his crew got busy. Meanwhile, I lit a fire. Dozens of paper clamps, gleaming coldly, flew towards the underworld with the smoke. Scene change. At the underworld border, a black giant dog, tall as a hill, was spewing fireballs towards Fengdu City. Its 3 heads howled in unison, shaking tiles loose from the city walls.
You beast! See my thunderous methods. Een soldiers, get those clamps ready.
At Grandpa's command, a row of Een soldiers in security uniforms lined the wall. Each held a huge dog-catching clamp I'd sent over. Just then, the hellhound pounced right in front of them. The Een soldiers seized the moment. Snap! They precisely clamped onto the dog's 3 necks.
Stop shocking it, its fur's all singed.
Tens of thousands of volts surged through the beast's body. The dog started breakdancing on the spot. Its 3 heads knocked together, stars spinning in its eyes. The steam from its head formed the character for Dizzy.
Haha. Suanzi, this thing is awesome. That black dog is now as tame as a lapdog. It's lying there, wagging its tail for me.
Grandpa, since it's tame, let it guard our underworld gate. If anyone dares cause trouble, we'll just set the dog on them. Seeing force didn't work, the Western Underworld sent me an invitation to a peace summit. I looked at that blood-red paper, thinking to myself, these foreigners are definitely up to no good. Just then, a Western envoy in a tailcoat, pale-faced, appeared eerily in my courtyard, holding a gentleman's cane.
Mr. Sheng, Lord Satan, is very sincere. Just sign the agreement. Stop supplying weapons to Shengfeng, and we'll ensure you're rich and prosperous in the mortal world.
Sincerity? Looks like you're trying to get something for nothing. Ru Yen, bring out our legal team to discuss the details with this gentleman. The so-called legal team is actually Oxhead and Horseface, 2 burly men in black suits and sunglasses, carrying briefcases filled with bricks, emerged from the shadows. Their intimidating aura made the envoy's legs go weak.
Where did this pale-faced monkey come from? Want to do business with our saint? First pay a few billion in security deposit, then we'll talk. Old Ox noticed the envoy's tie was quite smooth. Perfect for polishing our grandpa's shoes, definitely works well.
The Western envoy stumbled back several steps in fear. His gentleman's cane clattered to the ground. Just then, Grandpa's voice echoed from beneath the earth, filled with killing intent.
Son, ignore them. These guys have hidden 100,000 fallen angels at the summit venue, just waiting for you to walk into the trap. I've already seen through their scheme.
Ambush me? We'll give them a preemptive counterattack. Mr. Envoy, go back and tell Satan. I'll attend the summit on time, but I'm a bit timid. I like to bring some bodyguards.
Mr. Sheng, summit rules allow only 2 attendants. You can't bring an army.
Don't worry, I'll just bring Brother Ox and Brother Horse. However, These 2 bodyguards' personal luggage might be a bit much. You'd better prepare a larger warehouse. To prepare for that so-called peace summit, I decided to give Grandpa's underworld soldiers a modern military special training session. Right then, through Grandpa's magical artifact, I directly burned and sent over the Mortal World's Special Forces manual and thousands of paper-made tactical helmets. Grandpa, catch. This is our Underworld Dragon Group special equipment. Brother Ox and Brother Horse lead the team, and train me a force that can fight tough battles. Don't embarrass our family. The scene shifts to the Underworld training ground. Thousands of Underworld soldiers are crawling through trenches, each face smeared with black camouflage paint. Ox Head, wearing a red armband and holding a megaphone, shouted until his voice was hoarse.
Faster. Didn't you eat? At your speed. Reincarnation is a hot ticket, gotta be faster. Old Bull, don't be too harsh. Here, brothers. A paper-crafted Red Bull each. Drink up, then we practice forward rolls. Anyone caught slacking goes hungry tonight.
Grandpa sits under the sunshade, watching this thoroughly modernized troop, grinning from ear to ear. Just then the soldiers, in perfect unison, draw paper-crafted silencers and unleash a volley of blind fire at distant targets. Their movements are lightning fast.
Haha, Sun Tzu, with troops like this, going against Satan. Those pitchfork-wielding demons would wet themselves. This is what you call dimensional warfare.
Grandpa, this is just the appetizer. I've also got electronic warfare vehicles for you. When the time comes, their magic circles will all fail, forcing them into hand-to-hand combat.
Honey, that's so devious. I love it.
All's fair in war. They started it. Just as I'm about to head to the netherworld for the meeting, meanwhile, a man wearing a ghost mask hacks into the Lu Group's live stream, taunting directly into the camera. Right at that moment, I slap the Truth Talisman from Ancestor Luban right onto the phone screen. Talk. Who's behind you? What's your scheme? Even who you peeped on as a kid. Spill it all. Don't even think of lying. Suddenly, the masked man on screen shudders. His eyes glaze over. Right then, in front of the stream's millions of viewers, he starts confessing loudly.
Actually, I'm Wang Batian's cousin. Satan paid me a sum to bring down the Lu Group. Not only did I illegally manipulate skeletons, I also stole my neighbor's cured meat. I haven't even washed my feet. They reek.
The entire internet explodes instantly. The barrage floods with holy sh**t. The masked man tries to cover his mouth, but his hand won't obey. He gets more excited, spilling more, even blurting out his bank card pin.
Honey, the stock price is back up. That guy got taken by the police. We won.
That's what happens when you cross us. The flies in a mortal realm have been dealt with. Now it's time to attend that feast. Are you ready on your end?
Don't worry, Sunday. I've already deployed 100,000 special ghost soldiers beneath the summit venue. If that old geezer Sadan dares to make a move, I'll turn the whole place upside down.
Let's go, Ox Horse. Bring my fully charged high-voltage peach wood sword. We're going to crash the party. I straightened my suit and walked with Ruyen to the teleportation array in the yard center. My heart was filled with fighting spirit. The teleportation light flashed. Holding Ruyen's hand, I landed in front of a pitch-black castle in the western underworld. The place was eerie. Bats hung everywhere, and the air reeked of stale red wine. Just then, the castle gate creaked open. Sadan, dressed in a red suit, walked out looking like an insurance salesman.
Welcome, welcome, Mr. Xinglin. And this lovely Ms. Lu. Please, come in. Our peace summit is all prepared.
I sneered, adjusting my tie, and swaggered in with ox head and horse face. Ruyen clung tightly to my arm, her eyes vigilantly scanning surroundings. Those fallen angels with black wings.
Brother Sadan, your castle has quite a unique style. Just needs better lighting. Ox, take out the gift we prepared for Lord Sadan.
Oxhead grinned. He pulled out a giant paper-made air purifier and lit on the spot. Instantly, a rich sandalwood fragrance filled the entire hall. It made the little demons sneeze uncontrollably.
Mr. Sheng, what is the meaning of this? We Westerners are not accustomed to this scent.
2 veins bulged on Sadan's forehead. He stomped, shattering a black marble tile. Steam from his head formed a fuming character. This is air purification. Needed, given the stench of bad ideas here. Let's get straight to the point. Where's the agreement?
The agreement is on the table. Just sign it. Acknowledge the Western Underworld's independence. And stop burning all those strange weapons. Then we'll be friends forever.
I picked up the parchment and looked it over. It was riddled with traps, Grandpa's voice suddenly echoed in my mind, with the confidence of a master strategist.
Sonner, don't sign it. I've already infiltrated their armory with my men. Just keep him talking, wait for my signal.
Watching Sadan's smug expression, I chuckled to myself just then. That mustached lawyer who transformed earlier approached again, holding a golden quill, trying to shove it into my hand.
Mr. Sheng, sign it after you sign. The Loot Group will be #1 in the Global 500. You'll be the underworld spokesperson in the mortal realm.
Spokesperson? More like a scapegoat. Ru Yin. Bring out that super translator I just burned. Let everyone hear the fine print in this agreement. He pulled out a glowing green papier-mâché phone. Scanned the agreement. Then a crisp electronic voice came from the phone, loudly reading out the hidden clauses. Clause 1. After Sheng Lin signs, his soul will be permanently mortgaged to Sadan. Clause 2. All of Sheng Feng's armed forces must surrender unconditionally and serve as laborers. The room fell silent. You could hear a pin drop. Ru Yin's face flushed with anger, stomping so hard she made a dent in the floor, pointing at Sadan's nose and yelling.
You, Sadan, you look human, but your heart's blacker than coal. Honey, let's tear this up and feed it to the dogs.
Sadan turned red with rage, ripped off his suit. 6 huge black wings sprouted from his back, sending the table flying.
Since you found out, no need to pretend. Fallen angels, seize them. Lock them in the deepest dungeon.
Just then, I calmly pulled out my fully charged peachwood sword and struck the ceiling with a lightning bolt. Trying to catch me, Sadan? Look outside. Whose army is that? Sadan instinctively turned and froze completely. Outside the castle, the sky suddenly roared with a massive noise. Right then, dozens of paper stealth fighters sliced through the black mist. Special forces parachuted down, packed like sardines. Who is that?
This is impossible. My magic defense array? Why isn't it reacting at all?
Sorry about that, old buddy Sadan. That air purifier I just burned actually had the latest electronic jamming powder. Those magic circles can't even light a bulb now. Then Oxhead and Horseface ripped open their suits, revealing the tactical vests underneath. Oxhead hefted 2 Vulcan miniguns. Horseface held a laser capture net, closing in with a sinister grin.
Old horse, this birdman's wings are huge. Let's split them. Take them back to make a big fan for Grandpa Saint. Sounds good. Don't let those little demons escape either. Grab them all to work on the Underworld Expressway.
Satan trembled with rage. His 6 wings flapped wildly as he tried to charge. Just then, the castle floor exploded. Grandpa Sheng Feng drove up in the giant paper shredder excavator, bursting right up from underground. One scoop smashed Satan against the wall.
Ha! I've wanted to tear down this dump for ages. Nice one, kid.
The special forces quickly secured the castle. Seeing the tide turn, the fallen angels dropped their pitchforks and raised their hands in surrender. Ru Yin watched the spectacle and hugged my arm excitedly.
Honey, did we win completely? Not yet. Until we turn these foreign devils' lair into our branch office, it's not over.
Satan was pinned to the wall by Grandpa's excavator, stuck fast, flattened like a poster. Right then, Hades, the Greek underworld king, arrived with his troops. But he took one look, tossed his spear aside, and put on a friendly smile.
Grandpa Saint. Young Master Saint. A misunderstanding. All a misunderstanding. I'm here to help you take over. Satan here was disobedient. I've wanted to teach him a lesson. Hades, you know which way the wind blows. Kid, how should we handle this Western underworld?
I stroked my chin, thinking, then glanced at the stack of unburned modern management manuals. Grandpa, I think we should create a global underworld joint development zone. No more East or West. Unified currency. Hell notes. Unified modern management. Hades, you'll be GM of the Western branch. Satan, he can clean the underworld public toilets. Hearing this, Satan's eyes rolled back in fury. Steam from his head formed the character for Furious. Meanwhile, Ru Yin had her laptop out, already planning the future business empire.
Honey, we could do cross-realm tourism. Let the living visit the underworld via VR. That business would be huge.
Good. Let's do it your way. I'm not just the Eastern King of Hell now. I'm the chairman of the Global Underworld Board of Directors.
At Grandpa's command, the troops started putting up banners and slogans in the Western underworld. Scientific reincarnation, civilized ghosthood was everywhere. Right then, I felt a wave of relief. With the underworld's blessing, the daytime Lu Group became the world's most stable company. After all this hustle, I could finally enjoy some peace. A year later, the Lu Group became the world's top financial conglomerate, and I became the undisputed global top logistics supplier. Just then, I was with Ruyin, sunbathing on our private beach. Grandpa's dream message quietly arrived again.
Busy, son? Your grandpa started an interstellar exploration plan down here. Go burn a few spaceships for me, will ya?
Grandpa, your ambition is out of this world. The underworld can't contain you. Now you're bothering aliens? I grumbled, but as usual, I drove to the village paper offering shop. The owner was now my exclusive designer. Seeing me, he immediately brought out some huge space models.
Boss Sheng, Mars or the moon this time. I've even got the space station ready for you. A perfect 1:1 replica. I've even got the space station ready for you.
Take them all, and make me some paper astronauts too. The handsome kind for Grandpa's aides. As the flames rose, endless modern equipment was continuously sent to the underworld. Then Ruyin walked over, linking her arm in mine. She smiled sweetly.
Honey, thank you. You've shown me a whole new world.
Sweetheart, this is just the beginning. As long as I'm here, our family rules the living world, and Grandpa conquers the universe in the afterlife. In the final scene, Grandpa, in a spacesuit, stood on a paper moon buggy. He gave a peace sign to the camera, and my and Ruyin's names had long been crossed off the book of life and death. We became eternal legends. Grandpa, spaceship shipped. Remember to leave a 5-star review.